visiting Quality Printing today. These are some pretty peculiar times that we're living in right now. I was visiting with my brother the other day, and he said it's kind of a weird waiting game, and I can't think of a better way to describe it other than, yeah, it's kind of like a weird waiting game. I've been in business for 13 years now, and I've never experienced anything like this, and we started in 2006, 2007, kind of that recession time frame, and so we've been through quite a bit, but this is just one of those things where it's like business just put on the brakes. It's been pretty interesting. I started thinking the other day, and I thought, as a local business, what am I contributing to our local area here? You've got the restaurants that are providing takeout specials. The marketplaces are putting restrictions on, so we don't have hoarders and greedy people taking what the other people need. And it made me think, what am I offering as Quality Printing, as a print shop? What am I doing? And so, anytime that I have a little bit of spare time, which I really haven't had a whole lot of free time, I've tried to sit down and think of what I contribute. And then the other day it hit me. My wife sent me to the grocery store, sent me with a list of groceries. The usual: egg, milk, bread, things like that. And then she put on the list toilet paper, if they have it, and if it doesn't cost too much. Toilet paper. And that got me thinking, toilet paper? Why are we in a toilet paper crisis when I am standing with literally pallets of paper? Pallets of paper surrounding me. Why am I worried about getting toilet paper? And why am I going to pay top dollar for toilet paper when I'm surrounded by paper? And so that's what got me going, is I thought, you know what, I'm going to take this paper and prove to you why you can come to Quality Printing and get paper and end this toilet paper crisis. We've got plenty. I've got pallets, I've got shelves, I've got stacks and stacks of paper that can be used for this. And I'll show you right now why this is a good idea. First, let's take a look at packaging. As you can see, I've got your standard 4-roll package here of normal toilet paper. And then I've got this beautifully, perfectly folded package of standard 20-pound paper. Now, the first thing I'd like to point out is how convenient this is for stacking and laying out. I mean, you could build a wall out of this. You could use it as a stool. Obviously, you're not going to stand on your toilet paper. It's going to squish, get flat. They're not very easy to it doesn't really want to stand up. Second thing I'd like to note is the plastic wrapping. Plastic wrapping, what are we doing? That's bad for the environment and stuff. This packaged in paper. Hello, paper. That means that you can not only use the paper inside for toilet paper, you can also use the wrapping as toilet paper. Now, granted, this does have a glossy coat, which isn't very absorbent, so you may or may not want to use that. You could try it. I didn't really want to give it a try because I thought that'd just be another reason to have to wash my hands afterwards. So what you could do with this, though, is you can simply take it off and boom, it goes right in the recycle bin. You're not hurting the environment with your plastic wrapping or anything like that. Now, these reams come packaged in 500 sheets. Each roll of toilet paper is anywhere from 500 for 2-ply, 1,000 for single ply. And let's be honest, nobody likes single ply. There's no point. I don't even know why they make single ply, because you just use twice as much to do the same job as a double ply. So we're going to go with the 500. So apples to apples, 500 to 500. However, that is 500 little squares. I mean, we're talking a little square of toilet paper. 500 of those. 500. This is a 2-ply. Like I said, you can see through the 1-ply. I mean, that's not even modest. So 2-ply is what we've got. 500 of these versus 500 of these. Okay? So we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4 times as many wipes out of this than you're going to get out of this, obviously. So 500 to 500. Now, I will grant that this is a large sheet, might be kind of hard to handle. Some of you fold, some of you crinkle. I would suggest folding. The corners can get sharp. just saying. Anyways, what I would do and what I would suggest, and I'll do this at no charge if you come in today to buy it, I will cut this down to strips, to manageable strips. Here, come, take a look. Let's show you how that works. Okay, here's our standard roll of toilet paper, conveniently sized at 4 inches tall, okay? 4 inches tall. Now each sheet is 11 inches, 8.5 this way, 11 tall. Basically, if you break that down into thirds, you end up with like 3.6675 or something like that. Maybe it's pi, I don't even remember. But that's what you're going to get. So that's pretty close to 4 if you ask me. So like I said, if you come in today, I'll do this for you at no charge. Here's your full ream, 500 sheets, right? Remember, recycle, notice, recycle right there. Recycle, boom, okay? 500 sheets here, and we're going to simply take this and we're going to go 11 divided by 3 times 2, send, okay? We're going to cut it right down for you. Boom, 1 roll of toilet paper, right? Divided by 2 again. Boom. 2 rolls of toilet paper and boom. 3 rolls of toilet paper out of 1 ream. 1,500 sheets, and this is still larger than that tiny little square we were getting out of the other one, right? So not only are we getting 3 times as much, we're technically getting like 6 times as much because you're getting two squares out of each strips of these. Isn't that incredible? All right, here's the big question on everyone's mind. How durable is it, okay? I'm going to show you right now how durable it is. Again, we're going to do a side-by-side test. We've got our standard 20-pound paper. Whoops, I wasn't trying to cheat. They're just so thin and well bonded, and such good paper that they stick together sometimes. Anyways, so here's your single, I promise, single 20-pound sheet. And then we've got our standard 2-ply toilet paper here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull off 3 squares because that's about, side by side to our single sheet here. And we're going to figure out how strong it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and tape it to its own roll, to its own packaging, and see if it can lift its own packaging, okay? So here we go. Here's the standard 20-pound. In fact, we're going to go in the middle. And will it lift? Will it lift? Oh, see? See? It doesn't even want to hold on to itself. I can't believe that. Can't even lift. Oh, now it's just shredding, falling apart. Okay, that's just a mess. All right, 20-pound paper. Let's see how durable that's going to be when you're cleaning up after your business, okay? Same thing. Piece of tape. We're going to go straight here to the sheet. We're going to go right here to the edge, just like we did on the toilet paper. Will it lift it? It is stronger than the tape, stronger than the plastic tape. Tape that's made to hold stuff together. It's stronger than that. Let's try again over here, see if we can get any sort of better result here, huh? Oh, see? Stronger than the tape. I mean, this just shreds. This stronger than packaging tape. I rest my case. All right, I know the big question right now is cost. How does the cost of this paper compare to toilet paper? Because toilet paper is always, I think, kind of been one of those things you've never really thought about. Just, we need toilet paper, I'm going to go get toilet paper. It's cheap. If you really want the cushy stuff, yeah, it costs a little bit more. You end up paying a little bit more for the nice, cushy, extra soft, you can sleep on it type of toilet paper. But other than that, I feel like that's just kind of been one of those cheap things that you don't think too much about buying. So when we're talking about cost, here's something I'd like you to consider. I deal with paper in the tons, literally in the tons. And paper can be very expensive, especially when you're ordering a lot. However, I also discard paper in the tons. This is our recycling bin. We've got a very healthy recycling program. And we've got it set up to where any scrap that we have, we're able to drop in this bin, take it, drop it off, so we don't feel like we're hurting the environment. Most paper is what they call a multi-use paper too. Let's see if I can find it here real quick. But basically, that comes from sustainable sources now. We're not chopping down and killing all the forests for paper. Pretty much everything you get is recycled, reused, and goes down, progressively down the food chain into cardboard and on and on and on. So that's one of the things that's beautiful about this paper is, just lost half a roll right there of normal toilet paper, not this paper, normal toilet paper. Just lost it in the recycle bin. No big deal. It's done. I don't feel like I'm literally flushing money down the toilet. I recycle paper. Do you recycle toilet paper? Wait, there's probably a reason you don't recycle toilet paper. Maybe we ought to cut that out. I don't think that's a good idea. Don't recycle toilet paper. Don't do it. Don't recycle toilet paper. Finally, let's talk price. I know that's the down and dirty, pardon the pun. I know that's kind of the final thing we're going to be coming down to is price. Now, normally, a ream of 8.5 by 11 20-pound paper we'd sell for $5.49 per ream. Now again, remember, you're getting 1,500. Remember, cut 3, all that math that we did on that. You're getting nearly 3 times the volume out of this than you would out of this. Now, I've seen toilet paper running anywhere from $1 to a roll down to about 50 cents a roll. It seems like it's kind of all over the place right now because of supply and demand. So what we're going to do right now, though, because I want to contribute to the problems that we're having, is I'm going to sell at half price. Half price, that's right, half price. You can get that. You're getting 3 times, well, depends on how you use it, 3 times to 6 times the volume. Just wrap your head around that. 3 times to 6 times the volume that you would normally get out of a single roll of toilet paper. But wait, there's more. While supplies last, I am offering parchment brown text weight paper. Now, not only is this considered more like a 24-pound when this is a 20-pound, so it's a heavier stock, this is a brown parchment paper. Let me show you what that means. That means that you are getting this textured brown look to it. So you're not defiling this beautiful white 92 bright paper. No, 96 bright, even brighter than that, 96 bright paper. But you're able to use this brown parchment paper to take care of your business. Now, what I like about this, and believe me, I've tried to thoroughly test every option I could. What I like about this is that this truly is multiple use. Let me show you what I mean. I have a sheet here that I have used at least 2 times, right? You can hardly tell the difference. Just blends right in. It's like camouflage. But even more than that, there's a whole backside that is completely usable. I mean, look at that. You're getting, now we're talking 3 to 6 times the volume here. We're getting like 20 to 30 times the volume out of this stuff. So while supplies last, brown parchment vellum. Okay? I hope this has been helpful. I know this is a hard time for everyone, and that we're all trying to figure out how to make this new normal work in our lives. And like I said before, I've kind of felt out of the loop. I felt like I haven't contributed. After today, I feel so much better that I have contributed to you in your time of need during these weird and new times that we're dealing with. In all seriousness, thank you for shopping locally. Thank you for supporting these local businesses. And we hope that this is giving you an opportunity to see what we do have to offer, what we can contribute here in our little small town of Kanab. This has been a really neat experience to see everybody pulling together, stepping up, seeking out those that need help, and doing everything they can to help them. It's pretty cool. It really is. And part of the reason why I love to live here and own a business here and love raising my family here. Thank you.